Okay, take one. We are here at the Old Two Scotches Mystery Mine and Magic Kingdom. And it's the Tom Sawyer's Land going into the first cave. And it's really dark. It's like you come out of the... Goodness. The flooring's all messed up too as you go down. Because it's the Cave of Wonders. Oh no, that's another story. Yeah, just filming the cave here. All these windy turns, and look at this thing, how crooked it is, and you're walking that way. Slanted. That feels like you're having an out-of-body experience. Actually, this is kind of cool. Now it goes up. Then it dives down here. Man, it's like such an angle on this thing. Oh, check that out. It's a barrel full of water. And we got some kind of water flowing system here through the tavern. Water's flowing down through there. And there's the amethyst. This is so neat here. This is what makes all this Disney magic wonderful. And then kind of wander through the caves here. You can get lost with your little family here if you have kids and everything. Now it straightens up so you're not too messed up. And then you head on down to the end here. Yeah. There, I'll show that back part again. Just to show you what it looks like from the other side here. And we're going into this side here, hanging your right. Hanging your right, and here comes the exit. Not too bad on this one. The other one is even stranger and longer. And you wander through caves that are just so dark. Okay, so then when you come out of here, let's see where we are. We're on the edge. So that's where you load onto the boat, I think. Yeah, and then this is where you see all this. Now this is the old mill. This takes place after the old mill movie. If you look at this carefully, it says the Harper's Mill. This is here dedicated. The mill was named after friend Joe Harper, Old Man Finn. But this also is the same kind of thing that was in the Windmill movie with the bird in it. And because they made cogs are these type of things that turn, and they're usually on a clock that has like facings on them. And you see how that works, where it spins. And this is the inner workings of it all, see? And if you watch this thing close enough, you see the bird right there. He's a dizzy bird. So this was in the movie, The Windmill. It's the one with the rain and all that, with the multi-plane camera that they did. And that was the first animated Disney short before all the Mickey Mouse stuff came about. Or no, I'm sorry, after. I should know my history better than that. But anywho, here it is from a little upper area here. They have steps to show it more. You walk up those steps. And then you have nice lighting, whole fancy lighting. Oh, speaking of which, there's the old Mill Owl. Hey, what do you know? That's the first one for me. So anywho, this was the one that got wrecked in the storm. There was supposedly a really big storm so on and so forth. Yeah. So anyway, that's the animated movie that they made. Now this says refreshments. That means you can go up there and play to the left, but this is what it is on Tom Sawyer's Island over here. You go around here and it says Huck and Becky. Yeah. Half painted fence. Shame on him. Yeah. So there's all that stuff. It's amazing what you can find out here and what you can do. You know, with your family and having fun in the sun. They cool off, take a break. Then they come back and they do more. Now, years ago, they used to have barrels that you walked across right over here, but the barrels are gone. It says exit only. So here, I'll show you from a different angle here and show you how this all came about. We got crooked stairs, of course, you know, to make it fun to walk. You know, 45-degree angle, folks. Has a nice waterfall. And years ago, from that point over there, all the way over to here, and then it would go from here all the way over here. And you walk across that with barrels years ago. Not anymore. Either they're refurbishing it, or they're redoing it, or whatever the case may be. So here's the other side. And I think this is the entrance to the other cave, because there are 2 or 3 caves here. You know, kids today don't understand all this stuff. This theme park business is all worth it in the long run. Here's the back side of the Haunted Mansion with all the millions of guests going in there, which maybe I'll videotape and show. Don't know. That one says exit, so we gotta find the entrance to do this. So we'll walk around and maybe do it first before we do it second here. Let's see. Such a crazy area here. And then up and down lateral positioning all over the place. This is not wheelchair friendly at all. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody handicapped. Here we go, the front entrance to the second cave. And we're gonna put this into perspective. This is the Don't Worry Joe Ain't No Been Seen Since These Parts for a long time. You gotta have the slang in order to read it right. Anyway, hooked on phonics never worked for me and it never will. So anywho, oh Lord, now this is a real dark one. Boogeyman cave where your kid can come out and scare the living bejesus out of you. Or you can just walk through it quietly like I am and hope to God you don't fall on anybody. Oh, it's really messed up here. This is kind of awful, this whole thing. I'm gonna put some light on this. Yeah. Let's see what I'm doing in here. Good grief. See, there's different places where the kid can hide, scare the bejesus out of each other. You know, that kind of thing. So, we'll see how it goes. And here, I'll turn this off now. You can see this cave, how pretty it is. See, that's the difference between a person who does theme parks and somebody who knows about theme parks. You know, they actually authenticate real staglights and stalagmites. You know, Johnny Depp type films and, you know, the Pirates of the Caribbean and such. And you see how it has like a face on it to give it the skull wandering look. You know, they should open up a can of worms, and what that means is that they should make a skull face that you walk through. Just some ideas. Anyways, to give you that essential thing, Here's more lighting in the cave here, so you can see it just goes around this area here. The kid can take a shortcut to families and such. And the floor is rapidly crazy. So then you press on. Go through the Cave of Wonders and you hear the bats. Just to give that earful. You know, so it's exploration day. And then we go through another area here. This is all pretty in here, so you can see down below. This is the difference between a theme park and the real thing. Theme parks try to bring it to the most realistic eye they can get. So it's real dark, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're going. So I turn on the light. And there it is. Well, and of course we don't need light after this because so you have choices to go through there and wander through there. I just take it straight on. Gets a little narrow in here. See, the kids can have fun playing through all these little caves. You know, another kid can come out from over here and kind of boo, you know, who's your daddy? How's your mama? Who's your daddy? I love it. So you wander around until you get out there. I think I'm going the right way. See, even I'm lost here. Anyway, so you kind of wander around through there. Boy, that's a tongue twister. And then there's the outside. So there's 2 caves here. I thought there was 3, but there was actually only 2. When you're a kid and you're going through all this exploration, you know, it's totally different from their eyes to our eyes. You're gonna have a lot of kids that run and play and jump and, you know, all this and that, etc., etc. So it's a lot of fun. So if you're into this kind of thing, it's a good place to get energy. Get all the energy out of the kids. And a place to take nice photographs with the family. You know, they say at Disney, when the lines are huge, that there goes the train. We're going to do that too. So there's all this fun stuff to see and do. You know, places to go. So, you know, Magic Kingdom has all these magical entities. And what a lot of people don't realize is that from a theme park artist that I am to what's really there is actually what they call a facade. They take a building structure, or they add some kind of thing like this even, simple structure like that, and they make it where you don't see it, but on the other side there's workers there somewhere. So there is a worker in these woods somewhere. Maybe not that logically speaking, but still. Let's see if they opened up the back one. And if they did, we can go down it. So here's all the fun stuff. And this is where it all begins, right here. That's the restrooms there. The male is on this side, the female is there. And you got all the forts all the way around this thing. It's a beautiful day. It's hot as hell. So, you know, that's the way it goes. Moms and dads are all pooped and tired and all that. This is called the rifle post. And these are for kids to come in here and shoot people from across the way. As terrible as that is. So. And then you see the kids are going up there and they're having a fun with their mom, and we're going to be doing the shooting gallery up there. And then there's a whole bunch of guns and various cannons and all that. And then there's another one here where the kids are playing now and shooting. See? Then you got another wall. There you go. Then you walk across here, or on the other side here. There, I'll show you. This is how it works. Good grief. They got these tiny little steps, and then they have places to sit for you to sit while your kids go crazy. Here's the gun. You can shoot between the woods here. And then that fires off a cannon or a gun. So basically, you're squeezing the trigger. You ready? That's how easy it is. So it's a lot of fun. They have their ammo and all their little stuff here to show how it was back in the day. There was no air conditioning, no nothing. Can you imagine the sweat from these guys and all the gunpowder and all the relic change of the wilderness back in the day? And you have all this nice wooded look, pretty cool fort. And then we're going to go all the way around and go down here. And all these forts have different areas and angles where every post, meaning the ones with the roof up here, and it goes up a little flight of stairs and you go and shoot the guns. So that way the kids can have fun shooting each other. Good thing to teach everybody. Let's just kill everybody. Kill, kill, kill. But that's the way it was back in the day. And you see in the forts, they had these. So when soldiers would come over, they get stabbed by these. And it goes right through them. Pretty rapid. You know, it's kind of clever, but very dangerous for the guy who wants to be the hero. So anyhow, so we're going to go down these weird stairs. Hopefully pray I don't fall or slip. And then, I'm 250, so I'm a pretty big guy. I used to be a little kid that used to get into all of this stuff, and tiny little stairwells, and everything's immediate, And when you're a kid, you can have a lot of fun doing stuff, but that's how it works. And the theme park does theme even more. They try to make it as themable as possible. See how this all looks? Looks all real and everything. And that's where we were. We walked across the catwalk and down again. So we just did this whole thing. We started here, worked our way this way, and then all the way through there and all the way through there. This is the one that I shot the gun at. And then went all the way back and then down again to the restroom. Okay. Now we're going to go through the third tunnel that they have. And it's funny because people think that this stuff is going to be, scary or, what's wrong with it. Well, here, I can show you. This is how scary it is. You got a horse in there. And you got animated chickens. These horses and chickens are actually robots. Or something. Or are they real? If they were real, believe me, it would be stinking right about now. So anyway, here we go. We got Farmer Joe pulling on something. God only knows what he's doing here. What's he doing? Oh, he's doing the air conditioning for these guys. Huh. And it's a stable for their horses. Doggies. My girlfriend's kid years ago used to call everything a doggy. So if it's a little stuffed animal, or if it's a sheep, or if it's a goat, or if it's a cow, or if it's a horse, she call it a doggy. So if you hear me say that, that's why. This is the escape tunnel. This wasn't available a couple weeks ago. Look at that. It's a natural cobweb. Use it for the authenticity. And we go back down in here. Now, there were a lot of secret passages and things for these guys to escape because you got to have a plan B whenever anything happens. And you see, this is totally dangerous anyway because there are leaves on here. And this is not good. But anyway, maybe somebody pulled the rope off, because usually there's a rope here when there's leaves in here. They need to just do their job, and the Disney employees, and they need to blow out all the leaves. And you see, go ahead, you guys are good. Go ahead. And then, see, there's little kids that come through here, scared the bejesus out of you. See, they went through that way, and the other one went through the other, where I was at. So that's where I was at. So this goes this way, and this has a little sparkle to it. Huh. Very interesting. And then it goes through here. And it gets a little small in the head too, because it's narrow. And it gets not only narrow, but claustrophobic. If you're claustrophobic, it doesn't work for that person. But if you're a kid and you're 4 years old and above, I can see a little kid having fun, and this is our exit. So, as you can see, again and again, it gets more fun as you do it. So here I am, a big kid doing this after all. So, and it's amazing. You know, here's the waterfront. You know, and kids are behind each other and everything, and there's the silhouette of Florida, you know, to give the legit look. And then, you know, there's the back side of the fort. This is where we were up there. Way up there when I was showing you about the pokies. You know, these guys would jump on that wall like they're crazy. And they think they're going to make it over the wall to kill the guy over on the side of the wall because he's the bad guy or something. And yet I think back in the day, in the King and Queen's days, nobody knew what a bad guy was or a good guy was. But it's funny until you meet the person, and it depends how nasty they were to each other, so on and so forth. But anyway, that's another story. But Tom Sawyer's Island has a lot of different things. And when you go through it, you can explore different regions of it. And, you know, it's 92 degrees out here right now. Everybody's sweating like a pig because they got no choice. Here comes another railroad. Woo! Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it. So, love the shirt. Fantastic, fantastic. She got a shirt that says, I am pregnant, and it shows her with the little tummy and the Yoda down there. That's funny. Anywho. And the father has a shirt that says, I am the father. So, really? Hey, how's it going? So, here we are going back to our destination. We're going to cross on the little raft. A floating raft, literally. It is a free floating vessel, so it acts as a real boat. It's just in a floating raft type thing. And here is our Tom Sawyer's Island thing. I'll step back and I'll shoot a photo of that one. So that way we get that. Yay! And you see, they try to make things as authentic as they could. And it took me 23 minutes to do it all. And I haven't even gone upstairs yet. So let's do that. So there are several things to do here other than what I showed you. Up here, go through this back area here. Gonna walk up these crazy stairs that have these crazy poles. And you're gonna walk on cement, so that's okay. See, they need to do leaf blowing here, so no guests slip. It's very slippable. So you come on up here, and they used to have picnic tables here. And they would put a picnic table, kiddies play toys, and all that kind of stuff up here for kids to play in. And the picnic table would be right in this area, that area. Time tells everything. So, wow, he likes to lay on that horn quite a bit. So, there's all that stuff. So, maybe I'm reading this wrong. Maybe I'm missing some things, but anyway, this is the picnic area that used to be. Oh, look at there. Running water. So you know there's something around. Starts up here, goes in the pool, comes on down this way, goes on through, goes underneath me, goes through there. Heads all that way down. That's interesting. Here are the picnic tables. And a play area for the kids. So down there goes down steps that are a little wider so older people can do this. Us elder people don't like these kind of steps because they're dangerous just as much as any step. Because look at how steep they are when you go down. And you can miss a step by not looking at it. This is the playground. Tom Sawyer's area. It's closed right now because of the pandemic. Ruin it for everybody. But that's how it goes. With our different presidents in different ways. But it's not just the presidents. It's other various people too. And I mean, look how long it takes us to get one stimulus check. You know, the first president did it in 5 minutes and everybody got their money, it seemed like. And then this other one, if you don't do your taxes, well, you don't get no stimulus. That's $2,000 being ripped off. Here's a third one here. So you see, it's a hike and a half. And here's the other side of that water. There's two sides. There's one that's on that side that I showed you over there. And then there's this one here that goes all the way down and through, and this is that back side of that other part where it had the barrels. The barrels were over in this section and in that section. So just to let you know, I'm going to take it straight on down and get out of here. It's too hot, too hot. And there's water fountains if you're thirsty. Wouldn't trust drinking out of those. God only knows the number of mouths that have been on that. So, let's see here. Then our next fun-filled area is over here. Where you got a nice lady recording everything too, and she's having fun. I love it. And this is crazy here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Going down, and now we're going immediately up. Isn't that a hoot? Disney. So anyway, so you go through different parts of it. Sure. And you see this is the underside of a windmill. But you never seen that before. Anyway, nobody really cares, and you know, with the folks that are here, but anyway, if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. But you go through a windmill, see they're just doing it to get it all done and over with. They don't stop and admire it like people used to. Or if they do, I stand corrected. See, there's still the back side of the windmill. Going up. Here comes another one. And you see that's for the beginning of the caves we walked through earlier. And now, I believe we've seen just about everything. And this is the inside of the windmill. You see that goes all the way up. And that does a lot more than just turn. That has cogs like that other place did with the bird. And it shows everything. So, yeah. You see that thing goes all the way up there? Spins around, makes this all turn. See? Makes that guy turn there. Here it comes. Boom. Here comes another one. Boy, if that whacks somebody in the head, they know it. And this is why we have a rounded opening. Theme parks are good like this all the time. Safety, safety first. Us older folks know what's going on here, but you see, you just take a few minutes and say, hello. And that ends our grand tour of Tom Sawyer's Island. And that is that. Stay tuned for more. If you like my video, hit me up. And I'll do a lot more. If you don't like it, well, too bad. Better for somebody else. Anyway, no, I'm teasing. So, please, always send me a like and always let me know if you like my videos and give me a response if I can improve it. I'll do my best because this terrain is unbelievable. Other than that, that's that. So we're back here at the front. We're exiting out, waiting on the next people in line. Again, there's a bathroom here for unisex for boys and the other one's for girls, and then exit out, and that's it. There's people that are really hot and tired, and they have all the theme parking material everywhere, and now here comes our vessel to help maybe hopefully pick us up and go. And that's it. And once this is all done, then we go back.